Okay, welcome back to Woodyard. Say hi to Danny. Hi, Danny. Looks like I'm done. So, just to give you an idea of what I did, I stuck carbide burr on. And I used that, and I used a diamond flat burr, you know, it's almost like a chainsaw sharpener, to wallow out these holes. And now you can see I have way more down pressure. I'm even on both sides now, exactly the same measurement on both sides. You can see how much the holes came down. I needed to come down a 1/16 to get it the same as that one. Now it's got really good down pressure, really nice rolling on it. I'll fire it up and show you it roll. I'm going to take the water off. The water makes it skip a little bit, but it's going to mess with the sound a little bit. We'll see a little. And hopefully you can see that it wore the paint right off that roller, the coating. Hopefully you can see that. And then the other one's worn off. So I think we're good to go. So if you didn't watch the other videos, watch them for the... Hey, Danny. It's fine, Danny. Danny, where are you? Oh, I see you, bud. Hi, bud. Sorry. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, bud. So, it creates a lot more band pressure. It's just not the same. It's way more rigid. I do think that these rollers will wear out because they're not hardened. But, and you can, and if you didn't watch the video on how I created this watering system here, this is a 1/2 inch outside diameter, 3/8 inside diameter fuel line that I greased up and forced it through this hole. Had it come out the other side. I put a brass nipple on the other side to connect to the water hose. This T here pointing right straight down on this. And then I ended up zip tying it to this, so it's nice and rigid. It's a really good delivery system. Not sure if that shouldn't be feeding on the other side of that roller, but it works good. You can see how clean the band is. And you see how clean the belt is for just doing this, ripping out this kind of pitchy pine here. So fresh cut pine that I ripped down into this 8x6. It cut laser beam flat the way it was, but I didn't like the way that that roller just didn't have enough down pressure on it. And it was off like a 1/16 of an inch from side to side. So now it's perfect. I don't know how I can say how pleased I am with the way it cut. And what we'll do is we're gonna try it out. Let me get you in the thing here as I start to clean up. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it, and we'll see how it does. I've always got this hasn't wrecked anything. I've always got the ceramic guides to go back to if I want to. So I've got 2 sets of grub screws now. We've got the ceramic guides. I do have backup ceramics for these. I'm going to put this all back in the box that it came in with, the old clutch. This new clutch was definitely a fix. It doesn't flunk here anymore like the other one was. So that definitely fixed the problem. You know, I'll keep all the parts right in this box. I have in here also new cables to adjust the height because one of mine is starting to fray. So I don't know how to explain this. I haven't lost anything by doing this. I still have these guides. These guides can go right back on if I need to. This clutch still does work. When you clean it out, when it's cool, it still works fine. So I really haven't cost myself anything by doing this. I will keep this somewhere. Oh, actually, you know what I'll do too? I have some other nipples in one of my pockets here that I bought some other nipples so that if I ever had to put it back together the way it was, that I could just connect these lines the way they were. So I'll keep those in here too with the nipples. The roller guides cost me $200, and I think I spent $13 on nipples and stuff like that. The clutch was $80, which is, I didn't think was bad. Everybody online was saying, oh, the clutches are $400 and this, that, and the other thing. I didn't think the $80 was bad. So it doesn't take long to put them in. It took me a little while to tweak them. Now, I do know that the kid at Plank's Sawmills that did these videos, Plank Sawmills, if you want to watch his videos, please do. He really didn't do a lot of tweaking to them. He just threw them on and ran them. And he says they're the best thing he ever did to his mill. I wanted to give this the best shot that I could to be a real fix. So I wanted to tweak them as close as I possibly could get them, which I think I did. And I think they're going to work out fine. Actually, I think they're going to work out great. Sorry I don't have my audio on right now, but just trying to figure out where everything goes back in this kit. What did I do with that other bit? I have another bit here somewhere that I can't do until I put this away. Oh, these screws too, go with that. Go with this. And a little bit more fuel line in case we would have to do it again. Sorry if I'm talking quiet. I don't mean to. Just trying to think here. So I think right now, I think I hit a home run. I think this is going to be better than it was. The real big question is whether the adjustable blade guide is going to be, at least in my mind, whether the adjustable blade guide is going to be able to handle the pressure on the linear bearings. Don't really know what else to say. I am going to be doing some milling tomorrow, so I will shoot video of that, and we'll be able to compare and contrast the way it ran before. I got one more bit here somewhere I can't find. And if anything happens with it that I don't like, then I will tell you guys. And if I don't like the way these perform, I'll put the other guides back on, because to be honest with you, I mean, I did some really good cutting with the other guides, to be completely truthful. The thing that I didn't like about the other guides was that I had to constantly tweak them. Is this thing straight or crooked? It's crooked. So I don't want to be constantly tweaking the guides to get it to cut straight. I would rather throw a band on and go. And with this setup, this setup's all static. So it's throw a band on and go. You know, nothing moves around on it. So it should be just, as long as I get good tracking, I'm in the right spot. I don't have to touch those. And away you go till you wear those out. So I think from that standpoint that this was a successful, completely valid repair for this. I think, do I understand why Norwood doesn't want you running these, or they say the other ones are better? I think it has to do with adjustability, and that you have to tweak it the way I just had to tweak it to get it to be right. Find my gloves here. I don't want those gloves. The band will stick right through them. So those guides really don't have any adjustability in them. Whoops. And you have to adjust them by shimming the guides. And they don't have any adjustability up and down, and I had to do that by wallowing out those holes on that one. And I didn't find it to be a really hard thing to get it to where it is. I do think that the fact that they have those drilled for a grease zerk, I do think that I would have liked to have a grease zerk on them. And I probably will at some point, because it's so easy to go in and on and off. I probably at some point will just pull these out, drill them, and put a grease zerk in them. Definitely when I wear these out. Definitely when these rollers wear out, and they will wear out, there's no way about it. When they wear out, I am going to cross drill those studs, put grease zerks in them, and when I put the new ones on, I probably will buy hardened ones from Cook's. Hopefully they have them in the same interior dimension. I think they are. And then I'll grease them, you know. So I really want to run these. I don't know why they used shielded bearings in them. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense of why they're not greasable unless you just want to sell parts. And I'm not saying that's why they did it. I'm saying I'm just trying to make sense of it in my head. So I think I'm in a great place right now. I'm excited to run the mill like this, so that I don't have to constantly tweak those guides. And throw a band on, tension it up, and go to ripping. And if this 6x8's any indication of what I'm going to get for cuts, I think we're in a good spot. I think it cut great. It's a whole different feel. It's a little louder, but it is an entirely different feel. Before, even tensioned at 5 1/3 turns for me, which seems to be, as far as when I watch some of these the Norwood experts talk about it, it seems to be like I run pretty high tension on it. That's over 23,000 psi. Putting these on with the down pressure stiffen that blade up a mile. The other way you could feel the flex in the band. This way I can't. It just feels, it's hard to explain really. It just feels like it's rock solid. So hopefully if you're considering doing this, hopefully you're going to watch all these videos to see everything that I went through to get them where they are. Wallowing out the holes, obviously what I did was I took out, I'll show you, because it's the only thing I didn't show me do. Stand away, band's still good. Hi Danny. What I did when I wallowed out the holes is I took this little square and I marked down a 1/16 with my knife, my everyday carry knife, made a mark, and I stuck it on there and I made a line, and then I wallowed out straight down to that line on all 4 holes. I did a nice neat job, you know, it's not a hack job, and I checked the bolts in them to make sure they went all the way to the bottom. So I marked out a 1/16 down, made a line, wallowed out to the line, made nice straight sides, a nice clean radius, and that was it. That's all I did. And now when I measure the band against the bunk, it's perfect. It's not off, it's dead nuts perfect, both sides. And it has better down pressure. You can see it wearing the paint off the roller. Everything else I showed in these videos, I don't know how many I'm up to. I think this is part 5. So when I post them up tonight, depending on which way they go up, which one you watch, I'll watch them all back and make sure that I tag them right. A couple of them cut off when I hit the wrong button and stuff, and I will make sure when I post them up that I write that, you know, this video cuts off, make sure you watch part 4 or whatever. And you know, for a simple process of pulling those guides out and putting those guides in takes 10 minutes. And the rest of it was just measuring and tweaking and trying to make sure that I got it right. And I really think I did. I really, really think I got it right. I think we're in a really good spot to cut some lumber until those things just flat wear out. And I think what they'll end up doing is they'll end up wearing like this. So they'll wear the fronts off them, and they'll end up being angled down at some point. And these don't have any adjustability in them like Cook's Wood Miser to angle them back up when they wear. So, but even Cook says when you wear them down, instead of adjusting them, just buy new ones. So I could true them up on the lathe, but then you'd lose that height. And I don't think it makes any sense to true up soft ones because, like I said, these are not hardened, so they are going to wear out. That's my 2 cents. I also think that when you sharpen your own bands, when you sharpen your band and you put a burr on the back side of the band, if you don't take that burr off, that burr is going to rub on those, and that's going to help wear those out too. It's actually going to make it bite at you. With a resharp band, it's actually going to bite into the roller better because your burr will be grabbing, every tooth will have a burr on it. It'll be kind of like sandpaper on it, but it's going to wear them out. So we'll run them till they buck us, and if I have problems, I'll let you know, and if I think they're the best thing in the world, I'll let you know. But the the kid from Plank Sawmill, you know, he says it's the best thing he ever did for his mill. So, and he runs a lot of stuff through his mill. So I trust him, and hopefully he watches this video and he'll give some input. But that's where we're at, and tomorrow I'm going to be milling cedar if it doesn't pour. I got a ton of cedar here to mill for a customer. I want to get that knocked out first. And then we're really going to see when we start running big hardwoods through this. So, that's kind of where we're at. And if you have any questions, hit me up and I'll try to answer everything back. But for now, for me and Danny, this is Pirate Solutions out.